The king of pop is dead. Michael Jackson's fans and family members are converging on the Los Angeles hospital where he was taken in full cardiac arrest.
It's a little emotional. I'm so surprised. I didn't expect. When I saw it online, I thought it was just a rumor. Just a rumor. I didn't really expect it to really be true.
I live for drugs.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
I live for drugs.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
I freaked out very, very badly. Freaked out on acid.
Michael Jackson is a victim of MK Ultra brain control. It started as a child, and they've been using it. They used it on Sammy Davis Jr. They use it to control so that our cultural icons will lead us to the wolf. Won't lead us to freedom, lead us to death. So when you see somebody doing something extraordinary as in denying that they're black, and the best thing you can be is black. Come on now, come on y'all. We know that, right? The best thing, the highest order of a human being is the African. Okay, the first, we were the first and we will be the last, is the African. But when someone can deny it and can change their gender, change their hair, but at the same time rock in African rhythms, you find out there's been some brain control. There's been some abuse and misuse of that man.
I live for drugs. It's great.
There's been some brain control.
I freaked out very, very badly. Freaked out on acid. I live for drugs. It's great. It's great. I'm the white man.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
It's great. It's great.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
Beginning in the fall of 1963, there is little that can be known about U.S. government mind control experiments. That's when MK Ultra is replaced by Project MK Search, which absorbs many of the ongoing mind control experiments. Dr. Ewan Cameron continues his deep-patterning treatments until mid-1964, when he suddenly and unexpectedly retires. He dies of a heart attack while mountain climbing in 1967.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
MK Search continues until 1972, as do companion mind control projects funded by the Army, Navy, and Air Force. There, the paper trail gets very cold.
In 1972, when Richard Helms was leaving the CIA, he did a lot of destruction of documents. The mind control records were among those ordered to be destroyed.
I live for drugs. It's great.
King of Michael Jackson has died.
I freaked out very, very badly.
There's been some brain control. There's been some abuse and misuse of that man. The reason why they did it, I'm going to get to it right quick, is Bob Marley proved that the culture of African people can transcend language, can transcend anything, and affect white supremacy. Bob Marley was killed, instant cancer, just had water and stir. Okay? He did not die, he was killed. They shot him first, and then they used what the president called weapons of mass destruction. They used a cancer cell on him to take Bob out. And they said, we will create an international star that glorifies global white supremacy, that sleeps with white boys, white boys, and plays around with old white hoes like Elizabeth Taylor, and hang around with old crazy white faggots like Marlon Brando, okay? Whenever you see this is what is around a young man who came from James Brown, you know, who came from Otis Redding, you know, who came from Billie Holiday, you know, and he wind up his best friends is some dried up old hoe named Elizabeth Taylor and some old faggot named Marlon Brando, and hang around with nothing but white people having little white babies. There is something that has been done, and it's been done to control our youth. They must control our youth. We the people darker than blue, we will take over. But we can't as long as we confuse. We will always be down on the bottom rung of the ladder, somebody's punk and somebody's sucker. They play a game with our culture in the music, Hip-hop is so strong and powerful, it and reggae both circled the earth, rearranged the mind of the oppressed. So they attack our culture. They want to bring you pimps and hoes when we're talking about the war. Dr. Crawford, yo, much respect, soldiers. You know, you got to acknowledge the soldiers when you see them, you feel me? But it's important to understand what is going on with our culture. If you can control culture, you control an individual. You can control how they think, how they struggle. You can control their appetites. They took O.J. Simpson, right? Jammed him up, took all his money, took everything and damn near lynched him, and he's still chasing white women. That's a man who is mentally ill. And this process has to be broken down. Sex prisoners. They're making sex prisoners out of our children. They got men on men. This is what Europeans do, yo. This ain't nothing new. This is how they roll. This is how they rolled in China. This is how they rolled in Latin America. This is how they rolled in Africa. This is how they roll. And now we are controlled by those people who control our culture. We must liberate our culture. Now, our youth is always rumbling. Erykah Badu is always rumbling. Roots is always rumbling. Dead Prez, The Cool. Huh? Jeru, Guru, all these brothers and sisters, they don't get no attention. We just listening to the music of the pimps and the hoes. But our culture will be saved and it will come at them and will liberate them.
King of Pop, Michael Jackson has died. King of Pop, Michael Jackson has died.
I have not shown you these pictures imported from this material merely to shock you or make this presentation contagious. It is only to show what is openly available on your newsstand. And think of it. What you have just seen is not the worst material available. And yet, even this required editing to make it suitable to be shown in this film.
The King of Pop, Michael Jackson has died.
Just a rumor, just a rumor.